What I wanted to share tonight was a training I did maybe a year ago. How to take $500 and flip it to 50,000. Now, y'all are up here because y'all trying to figure out, okay, how can you do that? And I want to share it with you. You can take notes, you can screenshot it. I'll email it out to you so you have it. I'll put it in the WhatsApp. But this business is a business of duplication and multiplication. So your first lead purchase should be your last lead purchase. And I'm going to show you how to flip that no matter the lead type. Now, the leads that I'm basically using as an example are the ILC leads because of the math. It made sense for my math sake. I don't want you to say, so, but what if I'm using CRM leads? I want to take the leads that might not be as good. You could take those leads and flip it. Because here's the thing. The leads that you think suck, somebody else is killing it. The leads you think are great, somebody else don't like them. See, a lead is a lead. You could take somebody like a KG and take somebody that dials old leads and they'll write 30 grand on old leads. Whereas you'll take old leads and nobody picks up the phone, you can't close them, and you're like, man, these leads are terrible. See, until if I gave you a batch of leads and I said they were old, your mindset is automatically shift to they old. If I gave you say, here's some new leads, and I gave them to you, new, and you dial them leads might be 5 years old. So I'm gonna share my screen with you so you can see it because I got it already PowerPointed up. And no, I did not do this, but I'm gonna share my screen anyway. I want y'all to see it. So, how to grow from 500 to 50,000 in 4 weeks, y'all. 4 weeks. Now, you're saying, Kendall, how can you do that? Well, I'm going to show you. Now, can you see this screen? The only carriers we talk about right now is America, Move, Corebridge, and Transamerica. You might be saying, why you only talk about those 4? Well, what's our order of operations? America, Move, Corebridge, Transamerica. Now, what about advanced market, Kendall? What about IULs? I want to keep this as simple and simplistic as possible. Now, I said 45 ILC leads. Now, you got 45 leads. I want you to follow my math. Out of those 45 leads, you dial each lead 4 times. How many dials is that? That's 180 dials. So you dial the first lead 1 time, you dial the second time, math as simple as possible. Out of that 18, you should be able to do 7 presentations, which is about 40%. Out of those 7 presentations, you should be able to close 40%, which is 3 applications. You also picked up 2 referrals from each 3. So you say, how do I get 2 referrals for each application? Beneficiary contingent on 1. Beneficiary contingent on 2. Beneficiary contingent on 3. You picked up 6 referrals. Now, the average premium, and I looked at our agency, is about $95. You take 95 times 12, remember you got 3 apps, that's $1140 AP. You get paid a 75% advance of that $1140. And I'm just saying everybody's at the 100 contract level. I'm keeping the math simple. You might be 110, 120, you might be 80. This is just keeping the math simple. Your commission is $850. $65. Do y'all follow me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is your first lead purchase, y'all. This is just week 1. This first lead purchase, you got 3 leads. So what would I do with that 2,065? I want some participation. What would you do with that 2,065, y'all?
Invested in leads.
Leads. Get more leads.
Well, how many leads would you buy? Would you buy 500 more?
1,000.
No.
No, I think.
I would
1,000.
All
double
right.
my investment.
Let me.
Well, you
You
bought
would double your
I don't
investment.
4500.
You say you'll
Because
double
the
your investment.
encouragement. Yeah.
Double
Okay.
it. You said start with 5. So if you're starting with 5, then you want to turn around and double it because you're already putting
Okay.
5 back.
Okay. All right. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take 1,500. I'm tripling it. 1,500. Now, this is what most agents do. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because I want to see the faces. What most agents do, they get that 2,565. They're like, oh my God, I got 2,565 and I get paid on Friday for my job. Oh, I get paid 900 Friday. That's 3,400. Go ahead and go out to eat, go on a date, go on a trip. You know, we'll plan that trip for Disney. I'll go ahead and pay it up. Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and pay this credit card off. And they spend all the money.
Mm-hmm.
Spend all the money. So when it's time to buy more leads, like, hey Kendall, Kendall, you gonna buy more leads? Nah, I ain't got it.
What's up?
But
I'm in a trainer.
I bought.
I'm in a trainer.
Please. I'm not gonna buy more. What I'm gonna do is since I have 45 leads and I only sold 3, I know 42 more sales are out there. I know I got 42 more sales. How many of y'all have done that? You got the commission, you done paid all your bills. You're like, I know I still got 42 more sales. I only got 3 and made 2,500. I know it's more here. Let me share something with y'all. Whenever I bought leads, when I was really in the field, I never looked to sell all of them. I looked to make my money back times 4. But as soon as I get a sale out of these 42, I'm going to put money back in and I'm going to sell. Now you're 2 months in with the same leads that were actually now 6 months old, and it's 1 for 100. I did $200 a day. I talked to one person. How many of y'all ever said that? And y'all like, man, I don't know what they doing. They doing 20 and 30,000 a month in a week, and I'm just trying to make money so I can get more lead money. The difference is they took their money, they put it back in. But why in insurance, our product is leads. We make the money, and we go try to pay all our bills that we would have had to figure out how to pay before insurance. And then we ain't got no money to buy no more product, which are leads. And we down in the same leads every week trying to get a win. So I want you to understand that first $500 investment should have been your last. You know why? Because your commission, and I'm about to show you on this next slide. Now we're going to triple our investment. Remember, we had 2,500, take away 5, we got $2,000 profit. We taking 1,500 of that 2,000, putting right back in. Now we got 135 leads. Time for it is 540 dials. Now, that same 10% rule, 1 for 10, now we contacted 50 contacts, and we only did 22 presentations. That's 40%. Out of the 40%, we only got 40% apps, which is 9 apps. That 9 apps, their premium is $1,140 AP times 9 is $10,280. Our commission, 75% advance, is $7,695. Now, remember, we got those referrals from the first batch. Remember, 3 sales, 2 referrals each, contingent beneficiary, contingent beneficiary, contingent beneficiary. Out of those 6, same 40%. We only got 2 sales, which is $1,140, which totaled $2,280, and our commission was $1,710. So you add that $1,710 plus our $7,695, that's $9,405 in commission. Now, team, this is still just week 1 because we bought split weeks. We bought leads in the beginning of the week and leads in the middle part of the week. Now, remember, we invested $500 from the first batch, and we had to $500 to our $94.05 is $9,905. If we minus our first lead purchase, our second lead purchase, which is $2,000, that gives us a profit of $7,905. This is just week one. This ain't week two. This is just week one. It's the first part of the week, which you can say Thursday till Monday, and the second part of the week, Monday to Thursday. Just week one. Now, another mistake agents make, they make 7,000 for the week. You think you're balling now. You ain't never made 7,000 in a month. You made it in a week. You said to yourself, you know what? I'm good. I got 3 sales today. I'm good. And if I don't get, I'll take tomorrow off. You know, $3,000 hit my bank account tomorrow because I did the work today. I'm gonna enjoy my weekend. But there's a thing called momentum. You've created momentum, and now you're about to sabotage yourself with momentum. You know why? Because you're feeling yourself because you made $9,000 in a week, minus your profit. So you say to yourself, you know what? I could cut it on anytime I want. Or you might be saying to yourself, I still got 135 leads. I only sold 9. So I still got 126, and I still got 42 over there. So I got 168 leads. I'm not going to buy no leads next week because I still got money in this. How many of y'all ever said that? I got 300 leads. I still got money. I ain't going to buy nothing right now. I ain't going to buy nothing. And remember, your ratio, first week 1 to 10, second week 1 to 25, third week 1 to 50, fourth week 1 to 8 leads. So let's show you. Let's look back at the screen again. Now, what do I do now, team? That's just week 1. We got to go into week 2. Do I triple my investment again? Do I do the same spend? What do I do right now? Participation, please. Come on.
You triple it?
You could triple it.
Go a little bit above what you spent last time.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay.
Now, here's the problem with that. Let me come off screen. Are you going to be able to work if you triple it?
Nope.
Are you going to be able to follow up and call all those leads if you triple it? See,
No.
that's when we get above our head. Because here's the thing. If I triple it, I have to create more downtime than I did before. I don't want to go backwards. But why not stay the same? I know what it takes. If I stay the same, I should deposit the same amount of money. Or should I? So let's look at the numbers. Let's go back and look and see what we're going to do. All right. So we did 1,500. We ain't going to triple it. We're going to go 2,000 now. Can't triple it. You can't triple it because triple it, you had 270 leads, $4 each. Boom, that's $1,000. You can't do that in a week unless you got some type of phone burner. But what we can do, put 1,000 into leads. That'll give us 180 leads times 4. That'll give us 720 dials. 720 dials, get the same 40% ratio. You're talking about 72 contacts. And remember, you still got 18 referrals now because you sold 9 before. You sold 9 and you're getting 2 referrals each that you can contact. Beneficiary, contingent, vice versa. So if I get the same 10%, that's 72 contacts, that should give me about 28 presentations, and I should get the same 40%, 11 apps. 11 apps at 1,140 AP times 11 is 12,540. Now, that's 12,540. We just in week 2. But guess what? We still got 18 referrals. We get the same 40%. It's 8 apps times 1,140, which is 9,120 in commission. Well, actually, AP. Our commission for the 12,540, 75% advance is 9,405. And our commission for the 11,040, 75% advance is 6,840 for a grand total of 16,245. Now, that's week 2. So let's do some math and add up what's going on here. So the first week, we just had a profit of 16,245. That first purchase gave us a profit of 2,565. That second purchase, which was all week 1, gave us a profit of 9,405. for a grand total, just 2 weeks, $28,215. Now, if you subtract your $500 spent from your first purchase, your $1,500 spent for your second purchase, and your $2,000 spend, that's $4,000. Subtract spend, you got a profit of $24,215, which is a 6-time multiplier. So can you see how if we kept the same formula, because I didn't do week 3 and 4, and we did the same exact thing, how you can have a profit of $56,000 in 4 weeks. If you minus the 4,000, because you're gonna spend the same amount, 4,000 in leads, it should give you a profit of about $52,000. We just talking 2 weeks, team. Now, did I come out of pocket for any money? No. My money for leads came out of my commissions. We just talking 2 weeks. So can you see how you can go from $500 that you had to borrow, rob, or steal, and go to $28,000 in 2 weeks or $50,000 in a month if you use that formula? Now, here's the thing. Your numbers might be different. You might call and get a sale on your first dial. But don't get excited because you got a sell on your first dial. Remember, your goal is to triple and quadruple your profit. And then take money to keep reinvesting versus drinking the same old milk from last week. And I didn't go week 3 and 4. I said I didn't want to give y'all too many numbers because I didn't want y'all to be like, man, I don't get it. But I'll email this. I'll put this in WhatsApp, this PowerPoint, so you can see it. It doesn't take a lot. Your skill set is also going to show you how you can scale up even faster. You might be doing IUL leads, same premise. You might be doing mortgage protection leads. You get a husband and a wife in the house, same premise. But it's caused you to scale up. I took the leads that people say aren't good, the leads that people don't want to buy, and showed you how you can take $500 and scale up to $56,000 in 4 weeks' time. Are you where you want to be financially right now? So you're on the road to being a 10. But I just question, like, be honest with yourself. Are you doing whatever it takes to get it done? And it goes back to numbers. And we track all the numbers. All right. Any other questions or comments? Crystal, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah, I was thinking with I was about to put in the chat, but I'll just say it with Miranda's question, just to clarify. Team, when we go through the script and we ask the 5-point checklist, don't forget that it's based off of the person's health. And so that'll help direct you as to whether or not they can get a whole life policy, term policy, IUL. Typically, if they can do a term, they can do an IUL. The good thing about America, I will say this, is that you can do all 3 with America. So that's one carrier that we can pivot and they can get, a term, whole life, IUL policy. So that's really good. So just keep that in mind also, that it's not necessarily that because some leads, yes, we do buy leads that are perhaps final expense. Some leads we buy that are specific, they're looking for an IUL. Okay, we get it. But guess what? We still got to qualify them, because just because that's a type of policy that they want doesn't necessarily mean that's what their health is going to qualify them for. So that's why we go through and ask the questions, and then we can go from there. So I just wanted to clean that up a little bit.
But the only way you get better is by getting in one of these Zoom rooms tomorrow and unmute and let us hear you. Because when you do this and dial by yourself, and you like, nah, this mess don't work. They lying. There ain't no way in the world they making all that money. They lying. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Nah, they can't. They lying. I don't believe it. And I got 1.3 million reasons why it worked. You just got to do the activity. Do the activity.